sent me this wireless solar power.
Sweet, we're starting this on a commercial on the radio. That's just tits. Anyhow, folks, people have asked about different colors and yada yada about the interior lights. I figured since I had a group of them here, now would be the time to do it. These all have to hit the mail like now. But yeah. Anyhow, here we are. So I'll give another lowdown on how the switches and the toggles work quickly on this. That way everybody has a different, or not different, everybody can see what the hell's going on with the differences and such. Better explanatory. Turn these off here real quick.
Order the wireless solar power bank now by clicking on
Clickety click, click, click. Now I set this up to where you're able to use both lenses at once, plus ceiling glow, and single lens at once with ceiling glow. I'm trying to get it to where it is. Oh, for fuck's sakes, commercials. Killing me, YouTube. Seriously, I'm going to pay you the $7 a month. I'll get to you later. So anyhow, what it is, and for instance, we'll start on this one right here. You're going to be able to turn on just the white without the ceiling glow. And this is with all of them, even the slim lines. The way I'm setting this up, I'm trying to make it to where it's easier for me to make it one product line to where it suits all and with the most options as possible. So anyhow, you got, like I said, you got your white map light on. This is bright as heck. Excuse me, I'm not the best on lighting, photography, such and such. But anyhow, and turn that off. If I turn this switch down, these are on toggles, you got your ceiling glow. And what the ceiling glow will light up the design on it, but it glows out from the sides the most. And it'll put a nice ambient light across the ceiling and just glow your ceiling where it ain't affecting your eyes. It'll cut down on road glare instead of putting road glare lights in. Now, you want, it says the white on. Well, there you go. You got the white on. Well, you don't want the ceiling glow. Turn that off. And you just got the white light on. Turn that off. You can now turn on the ceiling glow that way by turning the switch toward the inside. Now, if you turn this switch toward the outside, you got your one lens that will glow green. So now, you can have your green light on with your ceiling glow. Or if you wanted a red bulb and green ceiling glow, or purple and blue, that's all good. So both switches up will be green light on, green ceiling glow. Middle is off, down, white map light on, down, ceiling glow with white map light. Then you can turn all of that off and just have ceiling glow alone. Now, people were asking before about it. Yes, the switch extensions are included. This is what I got to work with. It's not got the glitter in it, but they are translucent. And I make them 1 3/4 inches long, so after everything's done, they're about 2 inches long. So they're not protruding from the glass globes themselves. And yes, we go ahead and cut angles on them to make it, a little more,
pretty
look
them up.
cool.
Yeah, you gotta pretty them up.
Can't be looking like a slut out there running around. So, and this is one of the designs. Now, I will have it to where there'll be a couple designs to select from, just like we have on, for instance, the Slimline. This is with no glass globes at all. You got your ceiling, I'll turn that off. But you got your ceiling glow on that. And these are more flush mount switches. But you can go ahead, you got your white, and you got your red. Plenty bright enough, trust me on that. There ain't nobody beating me on the brightness on this.
Okay, real quick, we got a question from Kyle. He wants to know, can we make them for a Kenworth?
There's a few things going on the thing is, there's overlap of years, and even with Peterbilt, where they'll use some of the older stuff, where it'll go 4 years longer and such. It all depends what you need. We do put your mounting holes where they need to be.
For the Peterbilts, I have that. For the Kenworth, and I'm just going to say because I deal with the customers more, for the Kenworths, they are a slightly smaller stock piece. If you can point to the 3.65, that one there is the template that works well in the 90s and early 2000s for the Peterbilts.
See, this is 3.65 wide, just a little bit over 3.5 inches wide, but we can't go any slimmer due to the fact we are already at the edge of the material. But with the light itself, we make it to where you can go ahead and mount. You'll have to go ahead and use your own mounting holes. And this is the only thing that protrudes from the back, is right here at the 2 switches where your main wire comes out. It's just one positive. It's a blue with a white line is positive. The main blue is just your negative. Now the switches all operate everything. This is all you have on the back, is just this sliver, not even a 1/2 inch wide by about 2 inches tall. And it only sticks out about 1/4 inch.
So if you want to make them bigger than the little over 3.5 by little over an 8.5, we can do it. The smaller ones, they're not big enough for us to put the fancy design on them that you see lighting up, but you still get the ceiling glow. But pretty much any size over a little over 3.5 by a little over an 8.5, we can do it.
And we can do it as the teardrop as well. And we can do it with a toggle. The only thing is, for the ceiling glow, you'll have to run your wire down into the dash for a switch. I cannot fit 2 switches on this, obviously. But we're able to do a single teardrop, and this mounts directly to where your old teardrops mount. We also make this as a double with 2 glass lenses that mount directly to your housing for a Kenworth. So you don't have to have the single teardrop in your cab. You can do a double teardrop. And so yeah, we do it that way with the toggle.
Everything we do is custom. So make sure whenever you start messaging, I'm going to ask for measurements, and more measurements. Just because, like I said, we can change everything around.
The better we know, the better we can appease you.
Yeah, and I got a whole spiel I go through, so I try to give you as much info and get as much info as I can. But Western Star, Freightliner, if you give us a size that we can make it, we can make it. As long as it's, a little over 3.5 by a little over 8.5.
Like I said, we keep them as flush as possible on the back, so you can even use them in other trucks. It doesn't have to be, per se, a Peterbilt or a Kenworth.
Real quick, Chris, we don't have anything specific for like a 359. The newer trucks especially have a new clip-in style.
Yeah.
And we can't make it because it has that plastic housing clips in. So what most of the newer Peterbilt customers do is they remove that whole entire factory housing, and then they give us a size that will cover that hole, and then they mount ours over top.
Well, for instance, this is one of them here. I think this is a 5x11, but a lot of people have been using these in their 389s to get rid of that kidney-shaped deal. So they'll just go ahead and pull out the kidney-shaped deal, and then all you got is your 4 corners that already have the holes, and they're not that heavy. I mean, they got a little bit of heft to them, but it's not like hanging a 5-pound weight from the ceiling. And hell, for years now, they've been just self-tappers. Some guys have drilled them out and just used a nut and bolt deal on them, and that's fine. I just leave it up to the customer to do as you feel is right for you. Me personally, I have no problem with self-tappers, depending on the thickness of the ceiling and what I'm going into. Now, if I'm going into a cardboard ceiling, I might want to go ahead and nut and bolt that. But the majority of people have been covering up their 389 deals with this. Like I said, this is all you got. This ain't even a 1/2 inch wide, 2 inches tall. And that only protrudes 1/4 inch out. mainly, and if you got padded ceiling, that'll get sucked up into the padding, and all you really need is just a hole for your positive and negative wire. And that runs your ceiling glow, each lens, both lenses at once. So I'm trying to make iDrive. I've been an owner-operator for 19 years. I'm trying to make it to where it suits everybody without killing you with the process, because there's shit I've bought and you all been there. It's like, God damn, you're making me drill holes all over the place. I'm trying to eliminate issues.
And if anybody has questions, send us a private message. That's the easiest way. We normally don't do phone calls because our big bad CNC machine is a noisy beast, and it's hard to carry on in a conversation when you're trying to get everything cut out. We have to engrave the design, we have to cut all the pockets for the lights, cut all the holes for the wires to go through, all that good type stuff.
How dare you work? Shame. Nothing but shame. But normally, unless you want something different colored, I'll turn off that white, that's pretty bright. What I do is if someone orders, for instance, a purple and a white lens, what I do is I normally just make the extensions that same color, the purples. If you want a different color, like clear, smoke black, that's not a problem.
You just gotta let us know.
The more I know about you, the more I can do you right. We stand behind these. There's no problem with that. They work out great. I try to make it to where you use them. And I just try to keep it to where it's simple, to where you can use it in multiple trucks instead of being stuck in one situation. It has to be a direct fit. So a lot of people, like I said, with the 389s have been covering up with the kidney bean look, which is, it is what it is. But this way you have an option to go ahead and cover it up and do your plate. We got purple, we got blue, we got green, we got amber. I wish I had an amber out here. I just didn't have the time. These are all customers right here. But, what else we got? We can set them up a lot of ways. If you got a question, ask us. If we can do something, go out and do a little bit of changing for you. We have people where they just order both glass lenses the same color. That's fine. Whatever. It's your rig. Roll cool. Roll the way you want to roll.
Oh, we haven't done any of the toggle switch ones yet, but if you want something for your bunk that has like 4 lenses on it, I just need to know how many lenses you want and what size you need the panel to be, and we can get you a quote for that too. Like I said, the more information that we have, the better we can help you out and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, we can get wild. If you want these things to be 4 foot wide with 8 lenses on them, and I mean, the sky's the limit, but just like anything else in life, the more you want, the more you gotta pay. I mean, I don't get this stuff for free. I'm trying to slim down, so we only do a little bit of videos and advertising because we're getting back into our field with trucking and everything else now that we have moved and settled in. So I don't want to be stuck in the shop here for like 10 hours a day or nothing.
Go ahead and flick the colors on again.
Because
you left the red on. We always see red.
But for instance, yeah, hold on a second.
Oh, he's grabbing stuff off the wall. If he can get it off the wall. There he goes.
For instance, Peterbilt has used this design for quite a few years. Now this came out of Freightliner, FLD. Some FLCs have this in as well. So like I said, there's so many uses. This is the same exact bolt pattern. Oh, this ain't the one.
That's the 2 and the 6 one.
But there's the other one. I have it over there. I haven't assembled it, but the bolt pattern is exactly the same. There you go.
Let me make sure I can get it in the camera.
Oh crap, I put my drink in the damn way.
But these ones, the glass lenses will go over the screws that mount it.
But yeah, from there you can see, I can get out of the shade here. But yeah, the bolt holes are the same. And that's from Peterbilt to Freightliner. So I mean, it's just, like I said, so much fits so many others.
Okay, we don't charge anything extra if you get like green instead of red or anything like that.
No, yeah, I ain't doing that bullshit to people.
The small little panels that do not have a design start out at $169 per panel. Whenever we have to go up to like 5 by 11, 5.5 by 10.5, those ones, since we do have more machine time and more materials, they go up to $175 per panel.
Like I said, I try to keep it simple enough to where you. And we all like our knobs and switches in trucks. I'm not much of a rocker switch fan, but they do have their uses. Like I said, you can go ahead and have your purple on in the cab and white at the same time. Or if you just want to go ahead and just do ceiling glow while you're trucking, there's your ceiling glow. Now if you want to add to that, you can turn down there and turn on your purple light as well. Or if you're hanging out in a truck stop and you need the map light and you need some extra light, there's your light. Oh, and you still wanted the ceiling glow. So that's how the switches work. There are 2 3-way switches. And both of them pointing toward the center is just ceiling glow. So that way you can use it at any given time for each bulb. Or just have both bulbs lit up. Whether purple, green, blue, whatever you want. I've had guys that just want one blue lens or one blue light and one red light, and they wanted white ceiling glow. And like I said, we're not a corporate business. Yeah. So we don't do corporate shit. But I figured since I had all these colors out here in a couple different sizes, figured I'd go ahead and better turn off the white one. Figured I'd go ahead and make a video, so that way you guys can kind of comprehend what we got going on there. Like I says, even if you want blue with white lens with a blue ceiling glow or a purple ceiling glow, if you wanted amber colored toggle switches or extensions for your toggle switches, I'll go ahead and make them. You gotta let us know. The more information you give us, the better we can help you. The happier you are, the happier we are, the happier everybody is. Or something like that.
Brian Wood, if you just started watching, yeah, we can usually pretty much do anything. Like I said before, the smallest that we can make these, just because of the size of the glass lens themselves, is a little over 3.5 by a little over 8.5. Off the top of my head, I don't know what's in a 2020 Cascadia. I'm not gonna lie, there are too many different sizes, styles, etc. I can't keep them all in my head. So if you send us a message, I'm going to ask you for pictures and measurements, and that's how we get the ball rolling on all the orders. Because, yeah, I just got too much stuff to keep a template of every single truck style in my head.
Well, they change them up so much. And then there's half years. And then there's stuff, even just in the 379s. Some of that 379 stuff has ended up in the 389s. It's like, well, shit. I don't know. They all do it. Ford, Chevy, Peak, Kenworth. I don't know why. They sure make it rough, because we've done everything we can to find the bolt patterns and whatever we can to do out of our way to keep everybody in line. Yeah, it just...
One thing I can say, as of now, I have not had anybody with a newer truck have something that didn't like clip in, and we can't do direct replacements for clip-in stuff. So you do have to do a little bit of work on your own to make our stuff work, but it's not super hard.
No, yeah, we try to keep it easy as heck. Yeah, that's the only spot they gotta worry about, and that sticks out not even 1/4 of an inch. And it's only about, not even 2 inches. Hell, where's the tape measure?
Yeah, you lose them things every 5 minutes. You need to get like a tape measure leash instead of a lighter leash.
Yeah, so 2 inches long. That's all this little gap is. Like I said though, if you got a cushion ceiling, you can mount that right in there. That cushion will just take up that gap. And all you need is just a hole for running your 2-wire right in there, positive and negative. And that is If I can twist my wrist.
I think it's
wrist
between
around
a quarter and a half.
there. Nope, we're at a quarter of an inch.
Okay.
If I can turn this for the camera to see. Yeah, just a titch over a quarter inch wide. So that's the only thing that protrudes out of the back. The rest of this is flush on each side.
Single lens teardrops, since there's only one glass lens, because those glass lenses and the bezels that go with them, those things are outrageous.
I'll be making a video because there's already guys that have ordered a bunch of the single lens teardrops. We got one guy that has ordered the double lens teardrop that fits factory mounting specs. We'll be making videos on them as that comes out. As said, we've cut back a lot because I got other ventures we're going into, so we're kind of drifting away, taking it easy on stuff.
But yeah, the single ones are $109 because of the price of all the materials, and if you get a double one, since it's got two of those bad boys, those are $169, just like those 3.65 by 8.65s.
And that includes shipping. That
Eastern.
includes Eastern shipping. Yeah, Canada and Australia, you guys gotta pitch a little extra dough.
Or California, because they love getting us since we're closer to the East Coast.
Tax, Eastern shipping. Like I said, we back up, we warranty it. You got any problems with any lights? Say for instance, for your ceiling glow, you have an issue with it, send it back. I will replace it for free, ship it right back to you. If you need, for instance, a bulb goes bad, I will ship you new bulbs. That's not a problem. I ain't got no problem with that. I'll ship you a couple extra bulbs, not a problem.
Okay, Dan, I don't know if I can get it on there, but if you see that little thin line right there, these do have ceiling glow, and that little thin line does light up. I don't know if what all he's got on there.
Well, this will be easier to do it this way. But there is a border, so I'll put the flashlight to it. And you can see the border inside there, it lights up. So it'll light up whatever color your ceiling glow is. But like I said, with the ceiling glow for the teardrops, a single teardrop, I can only fit that one switch on there. If I could fit two switches on it, I'd do her. But you just gotta, which the wire will be hanging out on the back for you, and all you gotta do is just plumb it right into where, I'm not sure, all wiring from all trucks, so I'm gonna save myself from saying anything that I may not know. But if you were to run it down to a switch on your dash, or if you had an extra wire hanging out up there to say that turns on from the dash your interior lights, you could use that, or your door, any which way. But yeah, if I could fit two switches on there, I would. There's just not much room. And this is the exact same size teardrop as factory.
Yeah, that was fun tracing that template.
But there they are there. And a lot of our sizes and bolt patterns are, oh shit, I got everything in the way here.
Too much stuff.
Teaching my son how to rebuild his own dirt bike motor. But I have tons and tons of inside housing for map lights and dome lights, and trying, like I said, to go ahead and get it lined up the best I can. Because the easier it is for you, say if you're sitting on a restart and you're just taking it easy and you ain't got nothing to do for them damn few hours, well, now you can piss around and go ahead and do something like this without getting into ripping the whole damn truck apart for something as simple as lighting. I hate shit like that when you just want something cool, but then you gotta tear the whole damn truck apart just to put one damn bulb in. It drives me nuts. I've done that years ago. Screw that shit. Fucking all that damn work for a little bulb. So that's what I hate about shit. And I've used a lot of Peterbilt and Kenworth shit in my life to cut up, and just because I've always ran Max auto cars, old Kenworth C500s and shit like that. So I never had the cool palette to choose from like the road guys with the 379s and blah blah blah. So whatever, I just cut it up and make it fit. So any which way, I'm just trying to say I ain't making you doing the cutting up. That's all. Nothing but love. But yeah, we'll go over that again here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Robert, I'm gonna massacre your last name, Palmentera. Were you wanting to know if the Kenworth ones were dual color, the Peterbilt ones were dual color, or just any of them? Because you were having issues finding those lights that you need to do that, weren't you?
What's that?
To make them dual color.
For a single lens?
That's what I'm thinking. They just said, are they dual color? Example, white and blue.
Well, anyhow, we'll just go and do lay down. For per glass lens to do dual color, I'd have to look around again. There's a lot of ties that have been cut due to all this damn over-exaggerated flu shit. So there's a lot of ties from manufacturers that kind of got messed up here, and a lot of manufacturers that I'm not sure where they're at. But any which way, if you're doing a single glass lens and you're trying to get two colors out of a single glass lens, yes, it is possible. Trying to get the pieces and the parts, I can't say exactly 100% for sure right now, just due to everything from import to export.
A lot of the stuff that we normally use has been out of stock or else on a back order.
Yeah, there ain't no U.S. company that actually makes LED lights. If they do, their manufacturers are from overseas. There's nobody in the country that actually makes the diodes and the bulbs here. They may be assembled here at some places like Maxima, but they're still buying Chinese and Taiwan. That's just, I know for a fact because I've already talked to the same factories. So that's kind of where we're into Hinge right now. If you message us, I can give you updates and look into it if you're serious. It's possible. I have done it in the past. But at the moment, we've been just, if you're buying dual glass, we're just doing one of one color, one of the other color, or whichever arrangement you prefer. So, yeah, we'll do anything to go out of our way to do what we can for you. I'm always up for it.
Yeah, even our plexiglass has been hit by the coronavirus.
I know, every damn thing. You stupid fucking
We use the
fool.
pretty mirrored acrylic, but all the acrylic places are like, well, all the hospitals are buying more than they ever have before, and all the face shields that you see at all the gas stations and
It's
stuff.
ridiculous. Open the country up. Let's get this freight moving. Let's get these manufacturers going. Let's get to making money again. And no too cheap freight. People hauling cheap freight, screw you people. Which I obviously know you guys ain't watching this because they ain't got no money to keep tires on the truck. But they'll haul that $1 freight. But anyhow, yeah, just contact us if you got some questions I didn't answer that on this video. Just go ahead, message us at Roll Coal Customs. You can check out our website. You can message us through there, email, whatever works for you best. We will get back in touch with you. We're not long about getting in touch with you, and we'll work out the best we can with you. If we're able to make it work, which is 99% of the time, we'll push and get her done. So much makes me want to paint one triaxle with black and blue accents. That does look sharp with the blue.
I don't know, I like the green. We haven't done a lot of green.
Well, you've always liked green.
I know, but I was so happy because people were ordering green, and like normally it's just red or blue, so I like variety.
These are glass lenses, not plastic. That design is actually hand drawn, and by me and put into the computer. I actually have the piece that I hand drew that on.
Good luck finding it.
Oh no, I just touched it earlier today. Don't you giggle at me.
You bury stuff on yourself all the time. Oh god, now he's on a mission. He's gonna like uncover everything in the frickin' shop just to find it. I hand drew that.
I did.
I know you did, because I had to go and put it in the computer.
Don't mess with my emotions, woman.
I will mess with your emotions as much as I see fit.
But anyhow, like I says, we got different colors of these. You don't have to have blue just because you got blue lighting. If you wanted smoke black, like I said, they are transparent. And that's all of them, whether it's green or red or what have you. So the extensions can be any color. I do not have glitter in them. I'm sorry. This is the best I could do for extensions. Actually, I'm not apologizing at all because I think they look really clean. Yeah, I need to shave tonight.
Okay, wrap it up, big
Okay,
boy.
anyhow. I appreciate you guys. If you need anything, let us know. It says one way is white on one switch, green on, or whatever color on the other switch. And then if you want your ceiling glow on at the same time, flick that one that way while you're still lit up on that bulb. There's your ceiling glow. That's the way I have set them up. I'm trying to make it universal so that way it'll go through the Chrome shops that way. It'll simplify ordering from them. I'm trying to condense this down to where it works for everybody. Because I got trucking to do myself, and now I'm going to have to be babysitting drivers and working with that crap, so I'm going to have to make a little bit time adjustments. I wish somebody would just buy me out. You got an offer? Sell it and send it to me. I'll sell you all the information, not a problem. And I'm not asking $1 million.
Those white ones are really bright when you look on the phone.
I bet they are. Alright, folks. Have yourself a good night. Good Memorial Day weekend. Remember those who fought for this country, fought for our freedoms. My father, he's done passed away, Vietnam vet. My uncle, he's done passed away. A lot of family members, but any which way. Remember those folks that fought for us. And don't let anybody take our freedom from us. Love y'all. Stay safe out there. Be cool.